So in this video, I'm going to give an overview to what the skull is and the anatomy of the skull. So the skull is the most complex part of the skeleton, and the skull is composed of 22 bones, and the 22 bones are joined together by these things called sutures. And so as you can see over here, they look like the little lines, and so essentially what those are right over there are the sutures. And so the skull consists of 8 cranial bones and 14 facial bones. And we'll talk about that more in detail in future videos, but for this one, I just want to give an overview. Also, remember that sutures are essentially, they're immovable interlocking joints that join skull bones together. Additionally, the 8 cranial bones surround the cranial cavity, which is just a space that encloses the brain. And there are other cavities in the skull, such as orbits, nasal cavities, buccal cavities, inner and middle ear cavities, and paranasal sinuses. And if you don't know what they are, don't worry, we'll talk in much more detail in a future video. And then finally, we have the foramina, which are essentially holes that allow for passage of nerves and blood vessels. One more thing I forgot to mention about the sinuses, or paranasal sinuses, is that they're just mucus-lined cavities inside the cranial and facial bones that surround the nasal cavity. And then the cavities secrete mucus that drains into the nasal cavity. And so that pretty much sums it up for this overview of the skull. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it and found it useful. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.